Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Lori Schulte. Thanks for joining us. First, we bring you the buzz for the week of November 4th through the 10th. And we're starting off here in the council chambers because voters have cast their ballots and the results from the general election are in. For the mayoral race, current Mayor Gene Winstead got more than 65% of the vote, with Jim Mead receiving about 34%. Tim Bussey will remain in the at-large seat. He got about 66% of the vote, with Kevin Heinen at more than 33%. In District 1, current councilor Dwayne Lohman obtained 58% of votes, with Jonathan McClellan getting about 41.5%. Finally, District 2's Andrew Carlson will remain in his seat with about 55.5% of the vote, and Tom Holting getting more than 44% of votes. Across town now, we're here at the Mall of America Transit Station, but you can see behind me, it's not very visible to the public. It kind of just looks like a parking garage. And that's just one of several problems the city is trying to fix before the Super Bowl comes to Minnesota.
The sooner the better just in general, but especially before the 2018 Super Bowl, because a lot of people will be visiting the Metro that don't normally visit, and there'll be a heavy load on the transit providers. And having the station redone just makes the whole operation much more efficient than it is today. It's really a very inefficient design and in dire need of an upgrade.
This is a video of what the new station would be like walking through it. It would have direct access to the Mall of America. The city is asking the state to help fund this project in its next bonding bill. It's one of 4 projects the city is advocating for. The city is also requesting state money for the 494 35W interchange project, which would ease congestion at the state's busiest intersection with a new on-ramp from northbound 35W to westbound 494. Staff would like funding to fix westbound access at 494 and East Bush Lake Road by building a bridge over the freeway. And finally, the city is looking to fund more trails along the Minnesota River Valley. Right now, legislators are touring the state looking at different possible projects that will be included in next year's bonding bill. If these projects are chosen, it would be a big perk for taxpayers.
The state coffers pay for portions of these projects versus the city of Bloomington property taxes and other taxes paying for them directly. So we get transportation improvements paid for in part by the state, which is ultimately paid by city of Bloomington residents. So we just get our fair share back.
While our roads are in need of some upgrades, so are some of our trails. A stabilization project is underway at 9 Mile Creek following heavy rains during June storms last year. Work includes creek bank stabilization, bridge foundation maintenance, and trail restoration at 4 points between Harrison Park and West 110th Street. Damage was done when torrential rains overwhelmed creeks, rivers, and streams early last summer. There was excessive water and debris that caused flooding, and a major disaster was declared in July. Here along 9 Mile Creek, 125 feet of the creek bank was eroded. Construction will take place this fall and winter, with final restoration in the spring. Project development and maintenance of the 9 Mile Creek Lower Valley is a joint effort between the 9 Mile Creek Watershed District and the city. And while checking out the work being done at 9 Mile Creek, our crew got an up-close look at the wildlife that inhabits the area. This young deer was munching on plants near the construction site and seemed to not be fazed by onlookers. It's wildlife sightings like this that make Bloomington and its green space a great place to explore. Now, work like this is easy to spot. Crews are working on public roads and trails all the time, but other services go unnoticed. That's why we're taking you behind the scenes at City Hall. Come on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're here in the Communications Division studio. You can see over here we have the Bloomington Today set, where we sometimes shoot this show, and over here we have the roll call set that the police department uses. But did you know the public can use this space as well? BCAT is a public access channel where individuals and organizations can learn TV basics and create shows that are cablecast. Equipment and classes are available for all residents and for those who work in Bloomington. We are now in the control room where city staff directs city council meetings and cablecasts them live every other week. Planning Commission meetings are also live bi-weekly, so you can keep up with your community from the comfort of your home. Now you may have noticed that current city cable programs are in standard definition. Some big news, that will be changing. Along with our programming, Bloomington Today and Roll Call will begin high definition transmission this month. Council and commission meetings will be in HD by next year. As you can see, communications has been pretty busy. So was Highland Greens last month. Just check out these pictures. A few hundred kids packed the golf course for a cross-country meet. The Metro West Conference is the largest event held at Highland. Students from around the Metro gathered here for JV and varsity competitions. All races were 2 laps around a 2,500-meter course with the finish line near the driving range. Chanhassen snagged first place in 3 out of 4 races, but Bloomington's Jefferson got first place in the girls' varsity race. Congrats to them. That is the buzz on Bloomington Today for the week of November 4th through the 10th. If you would like to watch other stories from the show, go to this week's playlist. There you'll find a story on a program at Normandale Community College where graduates are in high demand. There's also a piece on the new card group at Creekside. We tell you all about Hand and Foot. Thanks for watching.